Hi, I'm Ross Benjamin of Sportsbook Review and RBWins.com. It's Thursday, July 7th, and it's time for another edition of my Major League Baseball Underdog Picks of the Day. I have two underdogs on the slate for Thursday. Let's get right to them. Let's start with the game between the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers, a game that will take place in Arlington, 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time slated start. The Minnesota Twins come in having won 4 of their last 5. As a matter of fact, they're going through one of their best offensive stretches of the season over their last 7 games. This is a Twins club that's averaged 6.4 runs per game scored, and it has a stellar 815 OPS. Texas, on the other hand, coming off a 11-6 loss at Boston on Wednesday, has now dropped 6 of their last 8 games. The starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins tonight, Tyler Duffy, has pitched extremely well on the road with all things being considered. A 3.60 ERA and a 1.26 whip in 6 road starts, and he'll be opposed by Chichi Gonzalez, the young right-hander for the Texas Rangers. 2 starts this year, a 9.52 ERA and a monster 282 whip. Not very impressive at all, folks. And he's made 2 starts against Minnesota since 2015. Not much better, an 8.52 ERA and a 220 whip in those outings. Now let's think about this. The Minnesota Twins are 10-28 on the road this year, while the Texas Rangers are an outstanding 28-12 at home. Minnesota has gone 18-42 versus right-handed starting pitchers, while Texas, on the other hand, has gone 39-22 versus right-handed pitchers. Yet, the line in this game at sportsinteraction.com shows the Twins at just a plus 110 money line underdog. Like I've said on numerous occasions throughout my career, you need to think like a bookmaker, and that's a fundamental handicapping tool, and that's just what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the Minnesota Twins plus 110 at Sports Interaction this evening. We're going to look at the second game, and that entails the game between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros at Minute Maid Park in Houston, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time start. Well, Rich Hill may be the most under-the-radar starting pitcher in all of baseball this season, pitching for a Oakland team that has a dismal record and in a small market. As a matter of fact, Hill has gone a perfect 6-0 on the road this year with an outstanding 1.40 ERA and just a 0.98 whip. He's also been excellent in his last 3 starts, evidenced by a 1.77 ERA in those outings. He's going to be opposed by right-hander veteran Doug Fister for the Astros, and Fister has a lofty 5.40 ERA and 1.53 whip over his last 3 starts. Now think about this again. This is a Houston team 35-24 versus right-handed pitching, but only 11-15 versus southpaws like they'll be facing tonight. As a matter of fact, if you look inside those numbers, granted they've won the last 2 against southpaw starters, but when they face a quality left-hander like they'll be doing this evening in Oakland's Rich Hill, they've really struggled this year. And for what it's worth, the Astros have gone 1-8 on Thursdays this year. Oftentimes I say that's just coincidental, but it's certainly worth a mention, especially since they have a large -3 run per game differential in those 9 outings. I'm going to go with the Oakland A's here, folks, plus 116 over Houston, and you can find that line right now at Island Casino. Once again, the Minnesota Twins plus 110, the Oakland A's plus 116 for my 2 underdog picks on Thursday, July 7th. Be sure to stop at sbrpicks.com where you can find all my daily betting articles. Give me a follow at my Twitter page at RossBenjamin1, and you can also find me at my personal website, rbwins.com, where I've been red hot with my Major League Baseball 10-star top plays, going 10-1 with my last 11 and 16-4 with my last 20. Good luck with all your picks today.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.